the advent like defending.
I think it's like
people deluded. I'm back again. Now, obviously, Arsenal 5, Everton 1. What has been a long, hard season has ended finally, people. Now, depending on how you look at it, it's disheartening from when top four became available. And obviously, it's been bottled and self-inflicting bottle. Obviously, fifth, you probably would have taken that in August. Yes, Arsenal fans, two truths can live in the same realm. It's a season where some improvements have been made, but when it's come to crunch time, where it's been the level of defending, how we've defended, how we've got wins, how we've clawed back from losing positions, we've not shown enough of the required levels. So we probably got where we deserved, where we finished, people. And even with all of that, we still probably could have got it because we was making mistakes after mistakes and not reacting. So it's a season of growth. It's a season of development for everybody connected to Arsenal. I know everyone doesn't want to do it, but you have to congratulate Spurs. Everything that we didn't show, they did show. They showed resilience to get top four. Their players didn't bottle it. Their manager didn't bottle it. They acted in the January transfer market with Kulusevski. Bentancur gave them that push. We were gassing up saved wages, so we're in problems. We played naive games and naive gambles with our midfield men, with fullbacks, and with centre-half even now to go with up front. And the drop-off in quality has been mad, really. We've not done well enough defensively, even though I think we have somewhat improved. We're still quite low for defensive clean sheets, and even today we conceded another cheap goal. We're not scoring enough. Gabriel has scored 5 Premier League goals, same as Eddie Nketiah. One's a centre-back, one was nowhere near the first team for a large part of the season. So if you're not keeping clean sheets, if you're not scoring goals, you're always going to be in problems. Our midfield needs to be revamped. Harsh decisions have to be made. So it's a season of development. We've improved in set pieces, and it was nice to see at least 3 of our goals originated down there today. It was nice to obviously get 5 goals. It was, unfortunate to concede the goal when we did, because we was in their own half. Martinelli, Tavares look up for it. Even Cedric's being okay. Odegaard's involved. We did well, really. I think Everton and specifically Lampard, the way they set up, considering neither team can keep a clean sheet, I felt they should have gambled more. I think they were overrating us and overstating us and looked a bit too timid. And we invited ourselves upon them, really. And you saw it a couple of times. Don't feel we initially worked Begovic enough, really. I think Eddie did once and it forced the save. But yeah, man, we got the penalty. Iwobi's helping us out. He gave us that. Obviously, Martinelli stepped up and grabbed his goal. Eddie Nketiah has been able to take advantage of great movement from Saka and Xhaka and a good delivery from the right-hand side. Dele Alli's trying to get into handbags with Xhaka and that isn't switched on in the build-up to that. So, yeah, man, we scored 2 goals. We did all right, but again, smelling blood, killing off games has been an issue of ours, and we showed it today because we've conceded another cheap goal when they didn't at the time, and it made it more nervy. So if I was Lampard at halftime, I would say for all their possession and corners, they didn't make much happen. You gave them one of the goals, and one of the only times you gambled and went forward, you scored. So it's basically 1-1. There was real no service for Dele Alli in an attacking sense. Damari Gray and Dominic Calvert-Lewin it's like he was trying his best to audition for the Arsenal role. He was dropping deep and getting involved and fouling done. But yeah, they weren't really that. I mean, you got to see everything. Some less than desired defending at times, really. I did feel in the first 2 minutes of the second half we was moving a bit mad, but other than that, it was one-sided traffic, innit? It was a flurry of goals from everybody, really and truly. Gabriel's got on the score sheet. Martin Odegaard's got on the score sheet. Cedric has scored a great goal from a set-piece routine. Again, players like Pepe, El Nene, and Nketiah, Lacazette, we don't know what their futures are saying, but their contracts are running down. So some of them, especially where Eddie is concerned, got to sign out the right way. Hopefully Cedric joins them, in my opinion. It is what it is, people. So yeah, game management, man management, seeing out games, a lot of things isolated to this game have been a problem of ours all season, but we knew we weren't doing anything today. It was nice to score 5 goals again. The clean sheet stuff you need to improve, and the work for tomorrow needs to start now, innit? Like, you finish 5th. Remember how it felt to bottle 4th. Remember how it felt to see probably the scenes you're going to see with Spurs and that. Remember how it feels, even though you're a long way away from seeing what I'm seeing in front of me of City winning the league title. That's the benchmark. That's where you want to get to. So look, go and look at where it takes. City and Liverpool came back from losing positions today. We haven't done that too many times this season. So, well, where we deserve to be in it, really and truly. So, yeah, street smartness, reacting to setbacks, game management, man management, scoring goals, keeping clean sheets. These are all things that need to be dramatically improved next season. And again, we need to account for better players, man. Really, we need these young players to be around experienced players they can trust. You know, again, we've bottled, but every player has played their part. There's been times on Nene, Cedric, Tavares. Half of these guys have come into the team and done well, but more often than not, when it's crunch time, they haven't. So the midfield needs to be revamped. You know, you need someone that can play instead of Partey, and you need to improve upon Granit Xhaka. You know, you're not going to get anywhere. You need a striker, but we also need movement. Striker's going to come and there's going to be no 8 and no plan for him to help him, really. We can sign an 8, but we need there needs to be serious coaching. We need to improve defensively, and I'd say street smartness. We're not thinking like defenders. So there are things we can improve. I'm happy with today. Most importantly, the 3 points ending on a positive and all of those things. But isolated away from that, you know, there were several things we could have done better, really. You know, would have been nice to score in the first. Well, technically, we scored in the 27th minute, but I felt first 10, 15, we could have probably put some goals in the back of the net, but it wasn't to be. You know, we've got the 3 points. Now these players can go away mentally and recharge. It was nice to see the ovation Saka got from the fans, them. You know, especially my young players, go and recharge, go and think about the good things you've done, and let's go again. Remember how it felt to bottle top 4 and go again, because next season's going to be tougher. There's more games. Arteta's going to have to show more flexibility, more adaptability. You know, you're going to have to, you know, play better players. You're going to have to bring in more players, because now you're going to be at least competing for 3 trophies minimum. You're trying to, when I say trophies, you're competing for a damn league position in the top 4. You're trying to get as far as you can in Europa. FA Cup, you can't go out the way we did. So it's only going to get worse. So I hope Edu and Arteta have begun the work for next season. That's all I would say. But on that note, people, that's all I've got to say in relation to this game. I will say, please hit the like button, but most importantly, thank you for all your support throughout this season. The highs, the really high highs, the really low lows. In due course, we'll be reviewing the season and all of that sort of stuff, people. So yeah, man, appreciate you lot. You lot have been top draw. That's the last review of the season, innit, people? So on that note, I'm out, man.
There's always just that active red flag, defenders.
I think it's like